Okay, Judge, what was one of your biggest challenges as the Nueces County Judge that you faced, and what did you take away from that?
Well, I believe, Tyler, that coming over here from city government, having been mayor 8 years, the city of Corpus Christi, under a council-manager form of government, where the city manager really ran the city. The city manager there hires and fires 3,000 people. There's a charter, sort of like a constitution, that allows great flexibility. It has referendum in it, which means the people have a voice in what goes on. And coming over here and learning that county government is a constitutional government. We are dictated by what the state constitution says. We don't have flexibility here like the city does. We don't have the ability for referendum. The state doesn't have referendum. There are 30 some odd elected officials, each independently elected to run their own shop. And I think the first year, the most difficult thing for me was learning how you govern in this. This is we have 5 members of the court, each of us independently elected. So there is no boss on the court. The county judge is the chief elected official in every county in Texas, and I have certain constitutional and statutory responsibilities. But when the court comes together, it's who can get 3 votes. Well, if you're talking about important issues like we do, and you're dealing with all these elected and appointed officials, how do you govern? Well, I had to learn how to govern, and you govern through the budget. And I prepare the budget as county judge. The commissioners and I review that budget, take it out to the elected officials, get buy-in, and then we agree and vote on the tax rate. We vote on everything we do is done in open court with transparency. But the budget drives county government, because through the budget, we tell every elected official how many people they can employ, what they will be paid, whether or not they get certain equipment and certain expenses. We give them dollars to spend. They spend it the way they want to as an elected official, but we control how they do that through the budget. On any given Wednesday in Nueces County, 3 members of this court, 2 commissioners and I, can literally change the direction of this county. The city is a hierarchy that has a policy-making group known as the city council, goes down to the city manager. He or she staffs it, takes days and weeks to come back up, they make a decision. Here, if we decide we want to freeze all the employees starting tomorrow, we can do that. If we want to cut out certain expenses, we can do that, as long as we fit within the 4 corners of the Texas Constitution. And it limits us. There are things we can't do because the Constitution says we can't. There are some things we have constitutional responsibility for, like running the jail. We fund the jail, but the sheriff runs the jail. We fund the county clerk. She runs that election. We fund the district clerk. We fund the courts. We fund the tax assessor collector. We fund the JPs. All those things we do through the budget. When they run out of money, they have to either come back and ask for more money, or they have to stop doing what they're doing. So it's a form of government that is foreign, was foreign to me, it's foreign to most people. People wonder what county government does. Basically, we fund and run the jail for the sheriff, we fund the courts, and we fund all of the ancillary services that support the courts and the jail and the other things that taxpayers expect county government to do. Now, we are in rural Nueces County. We spend most of our time, commissioners traditionally spend most of their time out in the rural parts of the county worrying about our county roads and bridges, drainage where we can, things that have to do with quality of life out in the county. But it's in the unincorporated areas. So we don't come inside the city limits of Corpus Christi or an incorporated city. That's a function of city government. We don't do things like water and wastewater and stormwater and all that stuff because that's a function of city government. What we do is constitutionally provided that we provide these certain services. So I think getting used to that, it took me a while to do that, first year or 2, but once I got that budget process down, and this year's budget is very good, we're having a good budget. I look at it every day, some function of the budget every day, and we manage it. I manage it, the commissioners and I manage it every day. So it's hugely different, but it's good. It works, but you have to learn how to work it.
It's a different beast altogether.
It's a different beast.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.